We go flowing out of the duck pond into New Oasis Bay. But the big part is upstream here. You can see the water rushing out of what normally is dry. I'm going to move up here and get a little closer. There you can see a roseate spoonbill taking off. But here's where the water's racing. Unbelievable. This is usually a dry creek. Footbridge that we take across to the other side here. Water's almost to the base of it. Unbelievable amount of water for right here. A little further upstream, up here is where the land bridge is. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get up to it. It's over its banks over there. You can see it's all flooded down through the park, down in through here. You can see all of the sites down in here are all flooded out. All the water's coming out of the banks and rolling up to here. Getting up into where the bridge is, and I don't know if we're going to lose the bridge or not, but the water coming over it is amazing. I'm walking in about ankle high water here that's running. I think you can hear that our sump pump is running the wrong way. We're out of water. I think that's the reason why. There's our bridge going across, or at least where the bridge is supposed to be. And that's water out of its banks and over top of it. This is heading up to the valley. You can see over where the creek is running through. These are the normal overnight lots. Got people pulling to higher ground over there. Most of this is running into the wooden duck pond. Starting to get stuff hung up on the bridge here. A couple hours later now, you can see where the line was up into the park. Water's still raging pretty hard, but you can see the park itself isn't flooding anymore. And I'm going to be able to get up to the bridge that was flooded a little earlier. Here's the walk across bridge that we were at earlier today. You can see how much the water has gone down. This was only less than a foot underneath there.
earlier. You see it's still raging down this way, and as I turn back the other way, see where we've lost a little bit of the banks as it's rolling out into the bay. Here on the other side, you can see how high the water got here. We look over to the bridge that was earlier completely underwater. Now it's just spitting out water the whole time. Good look at our bridge. I'm on the other side from where I was before. That was the part where this was all underwater and this was all streaming that way. Now it's pretty much limited to its banks, but, well, the banks are flowing. You can see the break wall now. There is one under there, believe me. And you can see all the debris that's been held up on this side of the bridge. And it gives you a little feeling for how much water was pouring over this thing. Over there on the other side, those were all of the sites where that water was at least a foot deep. Now we're going to make our way up to the upper bridge here that I think is still underwater. A little bit further upstream, where this has all got concrete barriers along the sides. As you can see, we're making some pretty good eddies in here as it flows down to the other bridge. This is something else. There's actually a bridge underneath here. Because this is the second bridge. This is all of the water coming from upstream somewhere that has just completely taken over this bridge. I can only imagine what this was like a couple hours ago, because I couldn't even get up in here. You see out this way, this is water that's leaving its banks up further. And like I said, there's a bridge under there. There's the road to it. There's the road where it comes to. Unbelievable amount of water leaving here. Back in a part of the campground where they keep the construction stuff, and there's the third bridge that goes over into the new part, and this is all out of its banks up in here, catching all kinds of debris, trees, and just some unbelievable work of Mother Nature here. As you can see, this isn't the creek bed, but it is now. Can't get back up in there, but it looks like there's a house that's underwater back up into this creek. And out there where that's running is pretty much the creek bed, and everything else is where it's flooded. This is looking back up to the bridge where I just was. And this is the bridge. That's not really a bridge right now. As you can see here on the bridge, we're still rolling. It heads out to the bay. Have you seen this like this before?
Well, not this high. Back in 98 and 99, we had a big flood here.
Uh-huh.
But it didn't get,
Didn't come over this bridge? Back over where I was before, this is all the stuff that was washed out here. You can still see the water flying through here. It is an amazing display of Mother Nature here.